In the beginning of going out on your own, I think oftentimes the smallest, like the little things make you second guess whether or not you should do it or you should just go back and apply for a job. What were those things for you?
Oh my gosh, man. So many things. I mean, I had a course to sell, but then it's like, how do you package it up into a service? And then what does that service look like? You know, do I sell this as like literally depending on what you need? I mean, and you know this, I'm sure from your stuff, like you could coach somebody through it in an hour or you could coach somebody through it in 3 months or 6 months. You know, it just depends on the engagement. And so those were some of the biggest sticking points early on, as well as like, because I had just come off the heels of being basically like 5 years as a head of content. And so it's like, do I pick up head of content roles, which are more expansive? And I've done some of that. It's fine. But I think every imaginable thing about starting a business, you know, like healthcare and LLC and like incorporating and taxes and like just all the things that come with starting your like it's a mess. I went from being a content marketer to being an entrepreneur, which means I'm doing everything. Sales. I didn't know anything about sales. I didn't know anything. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm just learning everything on the fly.
There's all these little things that you don't realize. You're like, oh, I'm just going to go out and sell my expertise, like easy peasy. And then they're like, wait, taxes? How do I calculate that? They're like, well, how much time do you have?
What was funny about me, like I started the business technically, let's say November of 22. And so I had 2 months where I was making money consulting and I didn't take anything out for taxes. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, I don't know, whatever. I'm just making money. And so then I go get my taxes done and like, so all of this extra you made at the end of the year, like, I hope you saved some. And I was like,
What's up with that money?
not purposefully, but now I have to give you a big check with this money that I thought was my buffer for, you know what I mean? That was a reality check of like, now I'm writing, you know, a 5-figure check to the government